Hey, what up, Taurus? Welcome back to Tarot and Numerology. It is November 17th, 2025. Kind of late, doing a late reading. It is 8:23 Pacific time. 8:23 breaks down to a 4. 2 3 is 5. 5 and 8 is 13. 13 is Major Arcana, the Death and Rebirth card. So you might be dealing with a new beginning, the ending of something, or a new beginning. 13 is a base number 4, so you might be dealing with legalities. You might be dealing with financial issues, or trying to get your finances in order some way of somehow. Maybe this is a main focus for you right now. It is the energy of having to be a boss or taking the charge in something, right? The fourth major arcana card is the Emperor. So something about having to take an emperor position on something and just get it done, take the lead, be that person that everyone might not like, but you have to be, that kind of energy. That's that 4 energy right there. Tomorrow, we're getting into the 18th. The 18th, November 18th, 2025, will be a base number of 2. So tomorrow, look out for changes caused by females, feminines, people born on the 11th, the 10th, no, sorry, 11th, the 2nd, 20th, 29th, 2 reductions, right? It's a 2 reduction day tomorrow if you add all the numbers. So look out for heavy emotions, people changing their mind, changing the plans of things. And then we got the 19th coming up after that. 19 will be a base number of 3. And, the number 3 is a very creative energy. It's all about creativity with the number 3. And the 19th is a very happy number in the sense of Major Arcana 19 is the sun. So Wednesday, I sense some positive group effort, team effort type of energy because of that 1. 19 is a base number of 1, and 1 is a number of union. So there'll be stuff like that going on. People might be running late on Wednesday, so look out for that. Things running late, people running late. People breaking things and dropping things. That number 3 causes that sometimes. Alright, we're starting off with the 2 of Swords here. Taurus. So that means that you're torn between one thing or the other, or you're in some kind of situation where either way it's not pleasant. Even though it's whatever you decide, the outcome is going to be kind of bittersweet. Some kind of situation like this. 8:26 breaks down to 16. 16 is Major Arcana of the Tower. It's like there's an unavoidable tower possibly right now, Taurus. 1, 5, 6, 6, 5, 11, 11 and 4. 15 is the Devil. 1, 6, 6, 5, 11, 11 and 4 is 15. That's the Devil. Major Arcana. The Devil is also Capricorn energy, so that you might be in a torn situation between you and a Capricorn where you're kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't. Or it's addictions. It's some sort of unhealthy attachment to something, a mindset. Could be drugs. And it doesn't have to always be that way with the number 15. It could also mean that maybe you're torn between some kind of fun that you don't want people to know about, or maybe something that's a little bit taboo or unconventional. It could be that as well. Let's see, what is this 2 of Swords? 8:27. You're trying to have strength about it. I can see that. You're trying to. Nobody would know that deep down inside you're torn. Outside it looks like you're fine. What's this 2 of Swords about? Interesting. 2, 9 is 11. There's almost like an energy of being torn about possibly like being single. You're torn about being single or doing something on your own. Or there's something you don't want to look at when it comes to having to do things on your own or having to do things on your own. Tell me more. Okay. I feel like something's getting to the point, Taurus, where it's time for you to be confident. It's time to get out of the Page of Wands energy, get into the Queen of Wands energy, where you're confident. You just do things confidently. You do things like you know they're going to be good. You act upon things with the optimism and the you do it like it's going to work out. You might be doing things like a little bit like, what if it doesn't work? Like, you need to like just take off the negative and just do things like it's gonna work out. All right, Queen of Wands energy here. I feel like that's the Two of Swords energy here. That's what you don't want to look at, or that's what makes you feel torn. Bottom of the deck, Two of Wands. So overall energy for this spread is a Two of Wands, which means it's all about that next step. I feel like this is the link that you're missing, Taurus, is just the confidence. Right, bottom of this deck, Three of Pentacles. I see the Seven of Pentacles. I mean, the Eight of Pentacles want to pop out there. Okay, so obviously this has to do with your work. Obviously this has to do, I feel like this has been going on in the Taurus Collective. This has to do with what you specialize in, what you do, what you work. Taking the next step. I think for some of you, if I can judge all these past readings, some of you is like just leaving a job and going independent. That was one. Another one I feel is like just taking the initiative and like moving up, stepping up. Big time to step up energy, okay? Right, as I say, at 829, which breaks down to a 1, right? Union. Coming together. Oh, it's also leading, right? The number 1 is an energy of leading. That's why people born on the 1st, the 10th, the 19th, the 28th, or if you're a 1 life path, you guys are more used to leading, more used to just taking charge. You'd rather work for yourselves. It's really hard for you to work with other people. You guys are very argumentative because you're disagreeable. Disagreeable usually gets shit done. That is leader energy. This is the Two of Swords. This is what the Two of Swords is all about here, Taurus. You don't want to look at that. That's the component, right? We're always going to lack, but you got to do what scares you. I feel like that's what the Two of Swords is here, right? We're always going to lack. We're always going to not be strong in something. But we're also not supposed to shy away from those moments, is what I'm getting here, Taurus. 12, 4, 8, 12. 12 is metamorphosis energy. You know, you got to go through these little metamorphoses, these little setbacks or reality checks. Let's see what else, Taurus. Five of Wands. Okay. I sense there's a battle on its way to you, fighting, competitive fighting, something about jealousy. Tell me more about this Five of Wands. 3, 6, 9, 9, 3, 12, 13. Okay, so 13 again on the dice. So again, death and rebirth. And this card, the Five of Wands, Three of Wands. Okay. Okay, you might be in a situation, Taurus, at a job where it's kind of a rut. Like there's just a lot of bickering and fighting and weird competitive ego type of things going on here. That has to change. There's a bit of a dead end energy there here with the Death card and this Five of Wands energy. There's a bit of like, hey, this environment, it's not gonna get any better. Right? Five of Wands. Intuition. Okay, so yeah, your intuition is yelling at you about these people that you're around that kind of have this weird like competitive ego, little bickering, fighting type of energy going on here. Seven of Pentacles, Six of Swords. Yeah, like it's building up, it's stacking up. You already know what the next step is get out of there, but you've been letting it kind of stack up. Bottom of the deck, Nine of Pentacles, right? So and the last card I pulled is the Six of Swords. It's like, you're gonna be very happy to get yourself out of this. It's very easy to get what's the term? Is it cabin fever when you get used to You get, it's very easy to get institutionalized. People who get out of jail, they almost feel like if they're in there long enough, right? They almost feel like they can't function outside. And jobs can do that. People can do that. A group of people that you're stuck to, that you don't have to be stuck to, can do that. But I feel like something's stacking up here. These little ego battles. Your intuition is telling you something about these little ego battles. Hangman energy. It's like that your days are numbered, or you hanging on to this is that it's a numbered. Hangman. It's kind of in limbo, but it's numbered. Yeah. Okay, so the Queen of Wands. So there's that Queen of Wands again, this time with the Hangman. So it tells me that this confident, I don't do what anybody tells me to do, I do it the way I do it person is slowly blowing up out of you. Like you've been suppressing this type of energy. Strength card at the bottom, right? So like the strength card in reverse. So that's kind of telling me that I feel like you're bursting out the seams soon here, Taurus. Like you've been real cool and passive, and now that chip on your shoulder almost kind of person wants to pop out. I see here, Taurus. King of Swords. You're trying to remain logical, head over logic. But I feel, Taurus, that this, like I said, this unapologetic version of you wants to say, what's up? See, what else for the Taurus Collective? 6, 4, 10, 16, 16 and 6, 22. Master Builder. Master Builder number 22 we have on the dice. Right as I said 22, it was 22 seconds at 8:35 p.m. Which is the Tower. Because 8:35 is 16, that's Major Arcana Tower. Okay. Alright, with all that Master Builder energy and Tower, it's like something that you've been building is going to blow up. Taurus. And I have been getting the star for you guys a lot. Yeah, you want to leave this. Whatever it is, whatever this Five of Wands is, you want to leave it for sure. You've been taking your sweet time, though, getting to admitting this or wanting to do it. Again, with the High Priestess and the Seven of Pentacles, just like it's been building up. It's been building up, been building up. Yeah, so something about going towards creativity, right? I feel like that's been a common theme for the Taurus Collective lately. The Page of Cups kept coming up a lot, so it's like I feel like I'm talking to a collective that needs to head towards their creative side a little more. Their inner child creativity type of energy. There's healing in this. And for some, I've also been sensing that you might have a kid. I've been picking that up for the Taurus Collective too. A child, having a child might be coming into your life at some point. Maybe this coming year, possibly here. 3 of Wands. There's swords. Uh-oh. Bottom of the deck, 5 of Pentacles. Here's all that air energy. This all year, Taurus, I feel like we've been getting here an air sign for some of you who's in deep regret about maybe some possible cheating or maybe some possible third-party situation or betrayal. Knight of Swords. You definitely have someone who either broke your heart or you broke their heart, possibly left out in the cold or they left you on the cold. You definitely have. There's been this constant storyline of someone who's been wanting to reach out again, right? Wanting to test the waters to see if they could step back in or see you. I feel like you got left out in the cold by this person, but maybe both of you, Taurus, to each other, but you seem independent now. Hmm. But I also get this energy from them that the only reason why they want to come back in, the only reason why, Taurus, that they want to come back in is there might be someone else in your life. Either that, or you're just being very successful and efficient on your own, and you're doing well for yourself, and they didn't think that was going to happen. All right, 8-3, 839 breaks down to an 11. 11 and 9 is 20, which is judgment, which is something getting called out, right? Something that shines back at someone in a way they don't like, right? Judgment. So maybe you moving on with your life, the more you do, the more you move on, the more it looks like you're living your best life, or whatever that is, or the more it looks like you're moving on with someone, the more this person is incredibly torn. Six, seven, one more card. Yeah, they definitely want to make things fair to you, Taurus. They definitely want to somehow exchange some stuff. For some, I see they're going to try to pursue you physically. Earlier, I saw Ace of Wands. For some of you, I see they definitely plan on wanting to fix this physically. Knight of Cups. Intimate, in an intimate way. But yeah, there is some kind of, I don't know, Taurus. This person, I get that they're sorry. I get that they have a lot of passion towards you, but I also get a lot of, as I keep going here, like a lot of, they were treating you like, they were kind of treating you like an option here, Taurus. But yeah, they're coming in fast. So that's a clue. There's someone who treated you like an option. The more you gain success, or the more you just get on with someone else or get on with your life, the more it seems like you're thriving. The more this person wants to come in, but I sense that they kind of played you. They kept you as an option. So I could see why you'd probably be resistant towards this. How do you feel? Yeah, head over logic. Yeah, yeah. See, you're like you're just gonna remain stoic. You're not gonna be happy to see them. But I see you're gonna remain stoic, head over logic. You're not gonna be, an asshole about it either. Good, Taurus. I feel like that's the right move. I'm gonna leave it right there, Taurus. Please like and subscribe. I do private reads. The information for that in the description below. Thank you.